Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of On Deck with Mercury. My name is Mercury Payton, I'm the Town Manager of Vienna here. And this evening we have a wonderful topic for everyone. It has to do with Code Create, and it is our first major zoning code rewrite in 60 years. So we're excited about that, and I have with me a few wonderful guests. To my far right is the Acting Director of Planning and Zoning, Mike DeRazio. Hi Mike, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks.
Good, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here.
Oh, thank you, it's a pleasure.
And to my immediate right is our Acting Deputy Director of Planning and Zoning, Kelly O'Brien.
Yes,
Hi,
thank
Kelly.
you.
How are
Hi.
you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. It's a very nice day, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful out.
You guys must have got the weather just right today.
Perfect day to be outside.
Perfect day to be outside. So today we're going to be talking about the council's recently approved change in the zoning code regarding front porches, and as it has it, we're here on an actual front porch, which is a wonderful thing to do, particularly for this topic. So maybe tell us a little bit about the zoning code update and what it means for the town.
Sure, so I can start with that. So in regards to the zoning code update and with front porches, Town Council recently passed an ordinance that allows front porches to project into the front yard setback. So what that means is if normally a house has to meet a 25-foot front yard setback, now a front porch can encroach up to 8 feet into that setback. So it can be 17 feet away from the property line, whereas before it might have to be 25 feet away. So that being said, there are some criteria for a front porch that encroaches. It has to be single story, has to be unenclosed, which means it can't be enclosed with solid walls, has to be railing or some type of sitting wall. And then it also has to be limited to 14 feet or less in height.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So maybe share with everyone some of the benefits of a front porch.
Well, as we see today, it's a beautiful sunny day when we have nice coverage.
This is true.
So it gives you a nice shady spot to sit and relax. Have some furniture out. It gives you another outdoor living space to enjoy and bring even more enjoyment to your property. Even bad weather gives you a nice covered break between the outside and your home. And it's something we heard a lot in public engagement, that people overwhelmingly wanted to be able to have this option. And we have a lot of older homes that are built right to that setback line, so this gives them the opportunity to now have the same lovely environment that we have today.
Wow, that's great. Now the porch projection update is part of a broader effort to modernize the town's code, which we refer to as Code Create, which is cleverly named. So what's the status of that right now?
Sure, and I'll take that one. So currently right now, we're still in process of updating the code. So it's not a done deal, nothing's been finalized, everything's draft right now. We're still drafting the code with a consultant, so it's been about a 1.5 year process, and we're still continuing that. And that means that we're continuing to engage the community, residents, business owners, and we're intending to do more engagement with the community soon. We try to do outreach as soon as we release any new draft of the ordinance. So that's still ongoing.
Wow. So someone's watching this right now and they're thinking, hey, I have an idea for the code. They can reach out and...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I would suggest going to our website, codecreatevienna.com. You can provide feedback there. There's plenty of other resources as well, seeing what the draft code is currently, as well as some of our other past engagement efforts. So we encourage everyone to reach out to us if they have any feedback.
That sounds great. So what's the current timeline of the plan?
Yeah, right now, currently we're looking at drafting the code, getting the text into a good state by the end of this summer, 2022. After that, we're going to do some more engagement with the community once we have a final draft. And then we're going to start the public hearing process, probably sometime, I would say probably late fall, early winter. And just so everyone knows, that process includes public hearings with the Planning Commission, probably a series of public hearings, maybe 3, 4, and then a series of public hearings with Town Council. So there's a lot of opportunity that if a resident didn't necessarily provide feedback already, they still can at these meetings. And again, nothing is finalized. It's still all draft.
Wow. So someone may be watching now and they're thinking, okay, so I can make comment now, so why even have public hearings? So what's the point of that?
So public hearing is actually a requirement of state code. It kind of gives it that the whole document come together, or a final touch. Of course, we've been very fortunate to have as much public engagement throughout the entire process. And we encourage, as Mike said, there's no bad time to give us your thoughts. There's no this time only, email with any thought that comes to mind, but it is a requirement to have that final so that the council can ensure that what is being approved is in line with what, what's in the comprehensive plan and what we want for the town.
Okay, great, great. It's quite a process that'll be well worth it in the end, obviously. So maybe talk a little bit about how, once this is completed, are we going to wait another 60 years to do updates or anything? Is it going to be a periodic review? So what are some of the plans for that?
We definitely intend a yearly update. We say it's kind of like our closet. You always want to update your closet and make sure take out the old and bring in the new. Whatever's not working, we want to fix that right away. So we don't expect to get it all right the first time, but we're going to try as best we can to make sure that we get a code that is just as special and unique as Vienna is.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're at the end of our time here. Is there anything, Mike, that you want to share that maybe wasn't covered?
I think, again, the one thing that we want to really drive to people is it is not too late to provide feedback. It can be on anything. It could be on chickens in their backyard, whether or not you're allowed to have chickens or how many chickens you're allowed to have. Or it could be on, how tall a building should be in the commercial district, or how, where you can place an accessory structure in your backyard. We really encourage everyone. And again, if you visit codecreate.vienna.com, you'll find a lot of resources there.
Great, great. Any last thoughts, Kelly?
No, we just really appreciate everyone that has spoken so far and emailed us and come to the events. We look forward to seeing you at farmers markets and all the other events we have coming up.
Okay,
So,
great. Well, thank you. Thank you both for sharing with us. Great conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, a special thanks to Mayor Colbert for allowing us to use her front porch. And we really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you did too. And so this is all we have for this evening. And I hope that you tune in next time to On Deck with Mercury. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks a lot. Take care.